Welcome back to the surface of a terraformed moon. In the last episode of WorldBox World Domination, we were observing some war happening on this fertile landscape, or moonscape, if you will. Currently, the wars that are happening are the sudden war between Odolon and Lunar. The good conquest between the alliance of... Wait, hang on. There's an alliance? Euralia, Selenite, and Roosevelt against the Gear Kingdom. And the great class of Hardenstein, between Hardenstein and the Gear Kingdom. Alright, Shield of Strong Alliance. I forgot about that. In any case though, we'll start the video right here in the village of Ristran, where the troops from the kingdom of Hardenstein are trying to occupy the region. Very industrious region, you might say. Look at the industrial buildings right here. It seems that the citizen of Ristran has already kind of given up on the place, surrendering to the Hardenstein almost immediately. Frenheim is brewing some plan here. Meanwhile, in the city of Ivalwo, the native of the city have almost carried out a successful counter attack, but seems that the efforts were in vain as Ivalwo has finally been absolutely, you could say, conquered by the Odolon. Hardenstein right now is suffering from a little bit of, I don't know. It seems to be they seems to be not defending quite well. Ristran has been claimed, well, almost been claimed by whoever. Oh, there we go. It has been reclaimed by the Gear Kingdom authority. I was struggling to find that word. Probably because the city has been left undefended. So, the governor of the old Ristran was just like, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna go back and claim my city once again. And I guess he was successful with that strategy. Because it seems that the inhabitant of the city does not very much care whoever is like sitting on the governor chair. Seems that Ristran once again might be changing their leader, their faction. There we go, and it is now about to become the territory of Euralia. Meanwhile, Grasserplatz is still sitting at 5% annexation. The king, perhaps, is like hampering the efforts of the Hardenstein. Ristran is about to be fully annexed into the proper territory of Euralia. And of course, the Shield of Strong as a whole. Alright, back down to Grasserplatz. Finally, they are being annexed. They are being incorporated into Hardenstein. Currently sitting at 43%. If we look over here, we can see that a lot of arrows are being drawn into Ashwood right now. The lines are pointing into the peninsula. Of course, whoever came first will probably get a head start on annexing the city. But for now, I can see that there are factions from Odolon and Lunar. Not sure if the Lunar are here for annexation. Yes, they are. Alright. Well, seems that the kingdom of Gear has been completely destroyed as grass supplies falling into the hand of the Hardenstein Empire. The Lunar are still fighting quite valiantly here, trying their best to destroy the invaders. Meanwhile, their expedition troops are making their way into the peninsula of Ashwood. Alright, I have no idea why these guys are standing here not fighting anyone. Perhaps they should be... Oh, there we go. They have just destroyed the building, the administration building of Owikbe, which is kind of a strange move because they are aiming to take out the leadership of Nectario. Oh, never mind, they are taking Owikbe first. Perhaps that is the reason for the destruction of this city. Never mind, Owikbe seems to have somehow managed to avoid annexation from the other land. Very interesting. Well, the current war are the Sun War between Orlan and Lunar, started by ego. Well, all wars are kind of like that, I guess. War of Kings, Frenheim against Orlan. Well, speaking of current territory, to me, it seems that Joralia might be the one in first place right now, and you know, along with their giant alliance, the Shield of Strong, incorporating several of the strongest kingdoms right now, with Roosevelt, Selenite, and Joralia. Well, maybe not Selenite. They have not been doing very much since the war against Lunar. Or maybe like Shinihon over here, which used to be over here, in fact. Anyway, oh man, Orlan is both being attacked and defending against some kind of like, you know, invasion from Frenheim here. Pretty interesting, pretty dilemma, a good dilemma being, you know, discussed here for the Orlan leadership, like whether or not they will defend the territories they already have, or will they expand to new, well, unannexed territory. Anyway, we can see here that some strategy is being formed with the army of both sides. We can see here in the center you have the tank, the banner carrier. Those usually are the strongest, most well-equipped soldier on all sides, and they usually will have, you know, thousands of health boosts. So, for example, I can kind of see some dude with like 1,000 health. There we go, 1,007 something, and they are going to serve as the kind of like doors, the you know, the door stopper, you know, the barrier of the army. It's gotta sit here, kind of tank all the damage, and keep the enemy stand in one place. Now the job of these long-range archers and the gunners, you know, or the marksmen you could call them, are sitting around, I mean surrounding the central area where the barrier are being set, and just kind of like rain arrows and, you know, bullets onto the unsuspecting enemies. I don't think you know, friendly fire is possible with this game, so you know, just feel free to shoot at the crowd ahead of you, I guess. Now, there's one thing here that is affecting both sides, is that because the war has been happening for quite some time, both of these sides here are kind of suffering from a little bit something called, you know, starving to death. So, if anything, they will probably die from starvation if the war, or you know, in this case, the battle, drag out for a very long time, perhaps several years. But maybe the soldiers will die from old age first, you know. Honestly, this is pretty, you know, pretty good representation of WorldBox industrial mod war. The soldiers just kind of like having way too much health. Maybe not actually. Wow, this guy is infertile. Wow, sucks for you. Adamantine sword. All right. He doesn't seem to have any sort of like. Whoa. Okay, what happened there? Doesn't seem to have a. Oh my God! Look at that. Health plus 450. So this guy just basically got like health from this steel hat, which is one thing that I think might need a little bit of tweaking. The armor maybe giving the soldiers here a lot of. Wow, what is going on over here? It seems that all the soldiers immediately get access to food. Why are some of them frozen now? Well, seems that Frenheim has just stopped getting attacked by, I believe either Joralia or, yeah, I guess Joralia. So, you know, the soldiers get to rest, which is nice. Meanwhile, over here in the Lunar Selenite, Lunar Autolan War, the Autolan troops are still kind of stationed in the area, but still failing to secure the city of Nectario, despite their best efforts. I'm not sure why this is the case. They don't seem to have the Nectario don't seem to have any sort of active defensive thing going on right now. Never mind. Look at this. What is this? Oh, they have caught this dude. Oshihov. Got some pretty good gear. And he's about to die though. 69 health. I mean 69 not health, but you know, year of age. "69 years old. Nice. Anyway, it seems that it seems to me that the most of the soldiers are kind of like starving. I'm not sure what are they doing with their ration. Mysterious chance created by Abero from Lunar 2 years ago. Speed, balance, laser heal, sinister promise, firearm, finesse, balance, range, critical chance, critical damage. Alright, I can understand kind of a little bit, but I don't know what finesse and balance do. Kind of weird. But this dude seems to have lucky, max age plus 7, critical chance plus 30%, fertility plus 70%, and he only had 2 kids. He or she, I don't know, maybe like they're androgynous. Anyway, the Oshihab over here is in his last moments. We salute to a brave warrior who was killed when he was 69 something years old. Maybe 70, who knows. Anyway, ooh, Owikbe, the long forgotten town in the far western corner, is finally getting the attention it deserves with the annexation of the Owikbe township by the Autolan. Now, the Autolan seems to also be not doing so good here in the peninsula of Ashwood, as both Ashwood and Overdawn has been completely taken over by Frenheim. So yeah, you win some, you lose some, you know, kind of stuff like that. Maybe Ireland will manage to relocate their entire kingdom to the western corner, or maybe the northern corner, the northern area. If Frenheim were to be chasing the original Ireland out of this area. Alright, we can already see that happening with Iowa and Nectario still under annexation. Iowa seems to have, the attack on Iowa seems to have stalled a little bit. And Nectario, well, that really doesn't... Oh, they actually kind of managed to push the number up to 15% now. That's pretty good. Perhaps we will see Nectario getting taken by the whatever this kingdom is. The Ottoman. There we go. Oh, here we go. We can see that the Ireland and the Frenheim are attacking each other here in the border of Ireland. And that are, well, you can kind of make out these soldiers here, but they just kind of looks like a horde of ants, you know, smelling that sweet sugar. Hey, look, finally achieving that kind of elven strategy of arrow. Stream arrow, I guess. They're pretty focused too. I would imagine that you know, it might be a little bit more spread out, but I guess this is how the game works. How does the targeting system work for these you know, soldiers? Do they target as enemy closer to them, or are they, like, you know, having some kind of like more sophisticated targeting system? Who knows? Perhaps a simple answer is just that they are attacking things that are kind of close to them. Ooh, look at that cannon shot. That has gotta be hard. Now, because both of these kingdoms are in green, it's very hard to make out who are getting the advantage here. From the amount of arrows I'm seeing from the eastern side, I believe that you know, Frenheim is actually the one on the winning side, you could say. Several artillery support are still happening right now. It seems that down the south here, Hardenstein also don't want to be left behind in the war department. Ottoland seems to have taken quite a huge chunk of Lunar in this area here, and Lunar seems to be they might be signing a peace treaty for Ottoland, which means Ottoland will have the kind of troops to support their war, the defensive war against Frenheim. Continue on with the war, with the battle of, what is this location? Ties, Battle of Ties. Now currently it is still a tie, but in the future it might not. Now, not only does cannon shot, you know, explode and basically throw the you know, affected individuals kind of up into the air, but also the torch that are being thrown at the you know, the crowd over here is also dealing that same kind of explosive damage as well. But you know, there's a plus point for having fire. It's gonna deal a lot of damage in the long run. Now the thing is, we are very very close to the ocean here. Both of the sides here are fighting across a water body, a body of water, kind of like you could call this like a I don't know, like a port, like a natural port. You could say, wow, that is, ooh, that Molotov, that cocktail, you know, that. Now, you know, it's clearly a torch, but I don't think a torch would be able to throw people up into the air like that. So maybe it's not the torch, but it's maybe like kind of like a medieval grenade, you know. So let's just call it that, grenade. So the grenade here is like dealing heavy damage, both in terms of fire and explosive damage. And the fire damage, I believe, is more devastating because these guys are way too afraid of water to actually swim into it, except for this dude, Abu. But most of the guys doesn't have that kind of like, you know, that kind of willing to go into deep water to squish, to you know, eliminate that fire that's basically burning them to death. So most of these troops here are being cooked. Hardenstein has declared war on Ireland, which mark Ireland as being attacked by 3 kingdoms at once. Well, I say being attacked, but they are attacking Lunar. And it seems that Lunar have actually managed to take back Owikbe, Nectario, and Iowa. And they have successfully defended the bottleneck of Shiwa. So I feel like Ireland might have been in a little bit of a pickle here. This is a very difficult situation. Why are you over here? What are you doing here? You're not even a part of this conflict. Kind of. Well, we're kind of in this conflict. Maybe he's here to, like, you know, make some strategic advices to the troops from Frenheim. Now, from what I can see here, it seems that several of the Frenheim infantry have already made it across the whatever this area is, across the border, and they are doing some pretty hefty damage on the front line of Ireland, which is already kind of weakened because they have to stretch out the front line across 3 fronts. They are really banking on the Lunar peace treaty. Oh no, that does not look good for Ireland. From all sides, there seems to be annexed. Well, what do you know? Even Shield of Strong are joining against Ireland. Well, Austere had just fallen to the Hardenstein. Epitama is about to take, about to become a province of Roosevelt, and now Ireland has shrunken down to the last city of Thais. Look at this 3-way attack from all sides here. Maybe if the Frenheim were to be a little bit more effective with their strategy here, they might be able to take Thais. We have rats now? What the? Are these naturally occurring rat, or is this like, you know, kind of remnant of whatever being left? Who knows? Maybe rats are like actual randomly generated, randomly spawning creatures. Once again, I have to say that I have yet to receive the new headphones that I have ordered, so I'm still playing this while mute. Now I have regretfully detected a flaw in the last video. Basically, I forgot to reactivate the music player. Last time when I was like, you know, unpausing the game. So, you know, sorry about that. That was like a mistake of mine, okay? Oh my god, look at this. Look at all this line. It's like those you know, those online forum debating like actual real life war. Just kind of draw arrows all over the place. Arrows and lines just kind of like converge into one location. Okay, this is a mess. What is this? Now, it's still saying that it's sitting at 5% for Frenheim, but we can see here that there are troops from all of the invading side. We have Hardenstein, we have Juralia. We of course have the Frenheim, who are still struggling to take down this guy, who I believe is probably the freaking Terminator. This guy has been surviving for quite some time now, taking on 3 armies at once. I'm not sure how he even managed to do this. He's taking like 1,000 arrows to the face. Sir, what is your name? Efasu. Hang on. Stop. Efasu. He has 145 kills with a Hero of Liberator. Hot Hats, Revolution Area, Curse, Animal Typhoon, Crafted Doom, Half Moon Garden. This man is a legend. And he's still going. At this pace, I think he's gonna die of old age before he actually dies from enemy. How the heck does he have so much resistance against this much arrows, you know? Like, there has to be like 1,000 arrows getting shot at his face at the same time here, and yet he's taking like basically very little amount of damage per second. And he's getting shot at, he's getting struck by sword, he's getting punctured by arrows and like bullets. Man, you could look at this area and you can tell that the war that's raging on this specific area of land is like devastating. You can see the environmental damage that it has caused. The land in this place is just dead. Nothing can grow here. Fire rages on. Corpses piling up. I say corpses, but you know, we don't actually have corpses here. The dude just kind of dies and then become like ash, I guess. The thing is, that guy, the dude who is like single-handedly soloing the entire army here, Efasu, he is the only hope for Ottoman right now. And he's kept trucking. He has lived to 75 years old, and he has 170 kills in his name. An absolute freaking legend. Alright, let's speed up to 40. If I can. First of all, we need to stop. Oh my god, more fire. Alright. Sonic speed, there we go. Yeah, it looks like fireworks. It looks like reverse firework, not gonna lie. Jesus Lord, what is happening in there? Oh no, it's just the fireworks. Oh man, look at this. This building is gonna be set on fire. There we go, look at this. It's gonna be real human firework here. The rat still kind of roaming about. How many soldiers are here? Look at this. Very impressive. Alright, speed up. I don't think my computer can handle speed change 40. Alright, let's keep it at 5 so your fluidity can kind of work. We can see the stream of arrow from space, basically. That's how how bad the war is raging on. Now, from the look of things, it seems that Frenheim might be the one to take over the city of Ireland here, as soon as the guy got sent to the afterlife. But so far, he is not yielding. Like the place where he stands has seen the erosion of the shoreline already, showing you how far this war has extended beyond its original plan, I guess. Man, this war has been the focal point for the last century, and it has been dragged out by a single guy, one dude. This man is like, oh, here we go, he died! My god, the greatest event in history of the moon here, after the moon landing. Alright, let's see who will Ireland belongs to next. It seems that Frenheim will be the one to take over, despite the multiple countries represented in this area. Well, it seems that whoever gets there first gets to serve first. The city of Ties will become another city in the territory of Frenheim. This will simultaneously end 3 wars at once. And the War of King has ended Frenheim became the one to get the city. Now, seeing that Frenheim and Lunar here are planning some sort of alliance, let's change the speed to 40 to speed things up even further. Kind of. Okay, it is not that fast because you know, the lag is happening right now. The game is not gonna process as quickly, so perhaps times 5 is more optimal, you know? Frenheim and Lunar forming an alliance is not exactly too strange, although Frenheim does have a lot of population already, so they can definitely take on Hardenstein, but maybe not the Shield of Strong, which is definitely something to watch out for. Shield of Strong does have a lot of territory dispute with Frenheim as well. For instance, this area. Well, I will be back once something happened, okay? And we are back here with the Pact of Knights being formed and immediately get disbanded. So, yeah, about what I expected from the Pact of Knights, I guess, not Strong. Well, once again, we found ourselves in an age of peace, which is not very conducive to our series right now. So, I'll be pausing, but I'll see you guys when something actually happens, okay? And I'm back here with Frenheim brewing a war yet again. And in the age of hope, it seems. Now, who are they planning to fight against? Lunar. Not exactly a bad option. I guess that that alliance didn't turn out so well, and now those two kingdoms are fighting, well, about to fight each other. I guess Frenheim do really want to control Lunar as the, you know, minimal faction, the junior side of the alliance, and now that they cannot have it by diplomatic means, they are going to have it by violence. Let's wait for Frenheim to declare the war here. Okay, well, it seems that the planning for war is taking quite longer than I expected, so, you know, I'll be back when the war is declared. And here we are, Frenheim has declared war on the Lunar. Let's slow the time down to observe the war here. Now, of course, you can see here that the king of Frenheim is already arriving at a very important location. King Tonosil, the evil, has arrived to the border of Huffby, one of the exclave that is controlled by the Lunar regime, but entirely surrounded by Frenheim. Now you can see here that the troops from Frenheim are already moving down to the border and about to take over the city per se. Of course. Oh man, the clash is already happening right now. city of Puppy is not exactly a large city, only containing quite a few buildings, a farm, an industrial factory, a barracks, and I guess a temple. But, of course, a mine as well. But it seems that the town hall has already been destroyed here by the invading troops from Frenheim. And with that, they are trying to secure Huffby as their territory, which I believe will probably happen soon. Now, the rest of Lunar might not be as easy to take over. The city of Ties here is probably the most open to attack on the Frenheim side. The only way the Frenheim can actually support the city is by sending supply ship from Overdot and Ashwood to the city, because trekking over Usuat and Grasserplat is gonna take way too much time, and gonna rely a lot on a third party. Huffby is about to be annexed, which is not a surprise. There we go. And now the battle is turning onto the side of perhaps Roxane here, the capital city of Lunar. Troops are about to meet in combat here. We can see a lot of marksmen. Arrow being shot, guns fired, people falls down onto the snow below. This watchtower here is going to serve as an important location to defend against the Lunar. Alright, you can see a defensive line kind of being formed here. This reminds me a lot of the, I guess the line, the shooting line of I guess revolutionary area. But you can see here that of course archers and marksmen are taking a back line kind of like position. Meanwhile, we're gonna have the knight here who are holding their melee weapon, charging in, getting actually kind of shot down here, kind of like falling a lot into the snow below from the gunshot. Now, of course, the Lunar are actually the one taking the advantage here in Ivama, but if the front line can hold for quite a little bit more time, reinforcement will soon arrive from Chosedron and Huffby. In the southern area, we can see here troops from Uvedon are marching into Ties to support the defensive line of Ties. Kushepi, the commander of the Ties offensive, have arrived here in enemy's territory. It seems that the occupation of Ivama has been met with some kind of setback. Of course, the northmost battle is happening right now, and it seems that reinforcement has arrived just in time to defend Ivama. But down here in the south, in the field, it seems that the Roxane are still having a little bit of troops left. Perhaps they're taking in the role of the role of God, I have no idea what to call these guys. I mean, I was thinking about, you know, guerrilla warfare, but then again, they are the one invading, so it's not like they have the home field advantage for guerrilla warfare to actually work. Then again, who knows? Alright, in the north here, it seems that the overwhelming number of the Ivama defensive troops, along with their supports from the other province, have been able to take down the majority of the Lunar troops. They might be able to support the southern front here. It seems that there's still quite a lot of Lunar troops stationed across the border right near the mine here to hamper the mining operation of the Frenheim. The last soldiers, Pappy of Lunar here, still trying his best to fight back against the enemy of Frenheim, but they are failing quite hard. Now a surprise! Reinforcement arrived from the south and not from the north. It seems that these guys are from, where are they? They're from Superwall, a city down in the southern area. They have marched across the territory of both Frenheim and the Shin Nagasaki, which is currently belonging to the Selenites. Well, this has created quite a you know, pincer attack on these troops right here by, you know, Lunar. The southern attack is kind of diverting the focus of the Lunar troops down to the south. They are trying their best here, but in the north they are not paying attention to. Well, this is not a pincer attack anymore. It seems to be more like a distraction, so that the northern front could actually advance into Roxane and take the city by force here. This is a very clever move. Basically taking over the city when the enemy is not looking. Now it seems that several of these guys are, or maybe not, they're not actually that alert. Maybe one or two of them have kind of realized that something is kind of going wrong. It may be a little bit too quiet, and finally they have received the news and they have basically have to chase down the enemy, but I think it's too late. Roxane will be taken in a few moments here. Even the troops down south are marching across into the Roxane area. So there's not much left here to defend. These guys are not going to be able to take over, or at least to defend against these huge amount of troops. Like this is like 1 versus 100 in terms of proportion. Oh boy, here we go. These the infantry have made it all the way to the marksman line. That is not a good sign. Roxane will probably be completely overwhelmed. Alright, let's change speed to 40. Now I shall observe the war from space. Roxane currently is still sitting at 5%, but I think that number is going to change very early into the next kind of like next year, perhaps? Yeah, year 1001. Well, maybe it's gonna take a few years at least. Perhaps. You know, the year in this in the WorldBox world is a little bit you know, wonky. not exactly as you would expect, because it is not Earth after all, it's the moon. Alright, I feel like, you know, times 40 is a little bit too laggy, but it is the fastest we can get. Still faster than times 5 despite the lag, so I guess we still have to stick with this if we want to end the episode today. Believe me, I do not want to drag on an episode for too long. It's going to be a little bit annoying for me. Man, despite the very heavy effort to take over Roxanne, it seems that this single soldier, Olan, is single-handedly defending the capital city of Lunar. Probably leave you guys with this dude for a little bit, as you know, the war will probably rage on without him. But you know, let's observe him in his latest moment until he dropped down. Oh my god, this is taking quite some time here, Olin. You are kind of exceptional at this, alright? It seems to me that the guys at Freihenheim are already kind of like passing by Roxane for Rizalk. In the meantime though, it seems that Nectario is going to be falling into the hand of the Selenite here. Not exactly sure how that happens, but it seems that the entire military of the Lunar are being tied up in one place here. Wait a second. Freihenheim is also being attacked by the Hardenstein? My god, I have been away for so long that I have missed most of the happenings here in the world. My god. Alright, well. Not too late to catch up. You can see here that Nectario is already sitting at 90-something%. Well, that city is a little bit easy to take over, I guess. Not sure why. Maybe that population is exceptionally docile. You know? Wikbe is about to fall into the Selenite as well. But in the southern area, it seems to me that Iowa might be grabbed by the Roosevelt. Southern area here, the city of Ties, which I suspect is, you know, gotta fall into the hand of a foreign power. Definitely has fallen into the hand of the Hardenstein. Ooh, Yashawn has already been taken, and the same will be said for Igna. Maybe the Selenite will be able to form a land bridge between their capital of St. John and the far eastern Shin Nagasaki. Ties have been taken over by the Hardenstein. In the meantime, it seems that Eorwar and Owigbe will probably get snatched out of the hand of Lunar. Eorwar falling into the Roosevelt, and Owigbe taken over by the Selenite. Roxane has finally succumbed to the rule of Frenheim here, and they are also moving south into Grasserplatz. Akowa is they are spotting some attack here by the Hardenstein Kingdom, the Empire rather, maybe. Owigbe has fallen into not the Selenite, but actually taken over by the Roosevelt. Perhaps a treaty has been signed so that Roosevelt can take over the cities that has been claimed by the Alliance. The only kingdom here that I've seen not doing much is Joralia. They are participating, but I don't think most of their action can be seen from space. Well, maybe except for this army, which is marching across into the Roxane territory. But Roxane has been taken over by, of course, Frenheim. After years of efforts, Grasserplatz successfully defended their city, stalling the effort of the Frenheim regime. Meanwhile, Vizaur is about to be claimed here. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the Selenite or will this be the Roosevelt. If, you know, we were to go by the last action taken over Owigbe by Roosevelt, despite the fact that they are not the one controlling the city. Very interesting. Vizaur sitting at 75%, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. Well, good. Say goodbye to the kingdom of Lunar, because Vizaur is the last city standing for them. And there they go. Lunar has been destroyed, another kingdom down the drain here. Shield of Strong, Frenheim, and Hardenstein are the only left. And if you don't count Shield of Strong as a kingdom, then you have the Selenite, Joralia, Roosevelt, Hardenstein, and Frenheim. And currently, Hardenstein are attacking Frenheim. Both kingdoms are kind of equal in terms of strength. But let's see here. Yep, kind of equal in terms of strength and population. I'll set the speed to 40 and I will probably see you guys once something fun happened, okay? Okay, so what I can see here is that the Hardenstein are, well, first of all, they are trying to create a kind of a cutoff area here in the peninsula. Of course, that area is the least defended location of Frenheim, as it is detached from the mainland of Frenheim. And there's a land bridge here that is basically very convenient for Hardenstein to block off any sort of support here. And once they've taken over the southern city of Alphadot, Ashwood will fall in no time. And now they are moving across into the city of... Hang on, let me see what it is called here. It might be a little bit laggy. Akoa. Alright. Well, we shall wait, but Alphadot is currently sitting at 78%, which means it will fall in about several seconds. Ashwood will probably be next, of course. That's not going to be the end. But still, perhaps, taking over Ashwood will probably trigger some kind of thing that might allow Hardenstein to backpedal a little bit. So that both kingdoms can kind of focus on rebuilding and not be in a perpetual state of war. But hey, maybe it's it's to their liking, Alright, Alphadot has been taken by the Hardenstein. Alright, I'll be back once another city is on the verge of collapse. Oh, here we go. Frenheim finally sticking. Well, okay, I thought that they will probably go for Ashwood first, the Hardenstein, but seems to me that they are kind of ignoring Ashwood, maybe because Ashwood really can't do much of anything. They are only sending one battalion over there to kind of control the area, but most of the army are sent to deal with Alcoa instead. Kind of a interesting situation you can see here. Maybe perhaps taking over Alcoa will lead to a, kind of a stepping stone for invading Frenheim, capital of course, Frenheim, and perhaps the surrounding cities of Tokua and maybe Ophiovo. Alcoa sitting at 69-70% now, and it will probably fall in the next few moments. Stay tunes because I believe that ooh, the Frenheim is still they still have a battalion here attacking very deep into Hardenstein territory. So, okay, I just look away for a second there, but okay. I thought that Ashwood had already been taken over, but it was just the coloring of the game, kind of like switching over between hostile and, you know, non-hostile territory. Wait a second. Wait a second here. Do you see this? Hang on. Alright, I can see that it's... This is a ship from Hardenstein. The home is Sukyo. Where is Sukyo? Oh, it's down here. Okay, I thought that they somehow managed to... Well, actually, they have another port here. Okay. I thought that Hardenstein does not have ocean access to this area of the ocean. But I guess they do have with the port city of Sukyo down here. Now this area does not connect to the wider ocean in the southeastern corner. God, this is laggy. Man. There needs to be some kind of like... I don't know, maybe RAM saving error. Perhaps I just need to get a better PC, you know. Alright, finally Ashwood is seeing some action here, sitting at 5% in terms of population being annexed. But Akowa, after it has been taken over, is now facing with some resilient backlash here from the Frenheim armies. They have sent in 3 battalion 4 perhaps to take over the city, liberating the city rather. So you know that might be done in a few moments, but they will have to trade that for Ashwood, which I think is a little bit more important because Ashwood is in fact one of the few ports that can be taken by the Hardenstein right now. Having more ports will definitely influence trade in the region, and you can support troops that is, you know, kind of having an expedition in a faraway land. Now, Frenheim does indeed manage to liberate the city of Akowa, but as I predicted, Ashwood will fall to the Hardenstein. Oh, surprise, surprise, the Shield of Strong is planning some war. You could see this as kind of like, you know, taking advantage of the situation here. Frenheim is currently under attack. I believe the Shield of Strong Alliance might be piling on Frenheim here to eradicate them once and for all, and taking over as a form of, you know, capitalizing on the problem here. And in the end, if the Shield of Strong is able to take over a majority of the Frenheim territory right now, they can overwhelm Hardenstein in the long run. That said, they will probably split once they have claimed a majority of Frenheim. Or maybe, also maybe not, but you know, perhaps once these dust has settled down, perhaps we can see that the Shield of Strong might not be as strong as they implied. Okay, well, I have just checked the time and we are fresh out of time here. Kinda sucks that we have to drag this match out to the third part, perhaps even more, but you know, sometimes lag just kind of drag out the world a little bit too much, you could say. Well, it serves this, I guess it serves as a lesson for me in terms of like making videos and you know, try my best not to create maps that are too big like this, or at least do some things that will limit the size of the population. Perhaps not using the unlimited city, well, city unlimited house anymore, because well, at least on these huge maps, since they seems to be contributing a lot into the lag situation that we're having here. And in any case, though, I hope you guys do enjoy this episode. Kind of another scuff episode because I'm kind of like not preparing anything here. I don't exactly have the time. Also, we are stopping in a very cool number here. 04 Mista. Mista from JoJo Part 5 would probably hate that. But hey, you know. Alright, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see the next episode of WorldBox World Domination and more. And in the end, I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye.